You may remember when we had the Jacobs family here on Today last month, they announced they'd be the first family to be fitted with the Verichip. It's a tiny computer chip that can be implanted in the body and then scanned for personal and medical information in emergency situations. Well, they're back this morning to have the procedure done. Jeff, Leslie, and Derek Jacobs are joined by Dr. David Wolken. Good morning to all of you. Nice to see you.
Good
morning. And Keith Bolton of Applied Digital Solutions joins us as well, right, Keith?
Good morning, Katie. How nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Briefly, for people who might not be familiar with this technology, can you just describe what the Verichip is and how it works?
Yes, Verichip is an advanced verification system. It's designed to have a small little needle injected inside of the body, and there's a small little chip that can provide information in the event that you cannot speak.
Where is it implanted generally, Keith?
Generally, it's implanted in the upper right area to the shoulder, and Jeff Jacobs is actually having his in the shoulder type area.
Okay, we'll get to Jeff in a moment, but Leslie and Derek, I know that you had your chips implanted earlier this morning. How did the procedure go, Derek?
It went very well. I was actually amazed on how simple and easy it was.
Yeah, and Leslie, how about you? Are you feeling any after effects? Was it painful in any way?
Oh, no, it was incredibly simple. I felt absolutely nothing, and I feel great.
In fact, I know, Leslie, that, well, Derek, first of all, is sort of the catalyst behind this. He saw the Verichip on the Today Show, and I understand he started pestering you right away, but it really will serve a very useful purpose for your family, Leslie, because I know that your husband, Jeff, was taken to the emergency room in 1995, and doctors asked what medications he was on, and you had a difficult time remembering, right?
Oh, yes, he's been rushed many a times, and he's on over 10 medications, had cancer, numerous complications. It's just too much to remember, and with the Verichip in the scanner, instantaneously they will be able to access all this information.
Derek, tell me why, when you saw this, you thought, you know, I have to have my family get this ASAP. What was it about it?
Well, technology is my life, and this is a great technological advancement. And also, I thought that it could help my dad because, as my mom said, we have gone to the emergency room many times with him, and a lot of times he's in too much pain to answer any of the questions that he had. And since his medications change often and his medical history is so long, me and my mom can't remember it, so the Verichip will be able to tell them concise information about his history in only milliseconds.
All right. Well, I know that Jeff is about to have the procedure done, and Dr. Wolken is here, Dr. David Wolken, a surgeon who your family knows. Dr. Wolken, why don't you go ahead and implant the chip and just show us how this works?
Okay, well, Jeff's already been prepped with a sterile field, and he's been infiltrated with a xylocaine to numb the area up. Can I have the chip, please? This is the insertion cannula, and we have to take the piece of tape off, which is in actual fact the hardest part of the procedure.
Don't worry, you're just on national television.
Well, thank you.
Katie, no pressure, no pressure.
You know, while you're doing that, I just wanted to ask Keith. Keith, you know, this will be scanned for information, but how many emergency rooms in this country actually have scanners, and how will they know that they have to scan the patient in the first place? It's not like somebody can say, hey, by the way, I've got a Verichip in my shoulder, check it out. A lot of times people won't be in a condition to say that, right?
Well, that is probably correct. However, we have spoke with many hospitals, and quite a few hospitals in Florida will have already agreed to take the scanner. As far as the procedure, we will give a particular card that would be in a wallet. In the event that they do not see the card, then the medical attendant will either ask you to have a chip, or we hope that the natural procedure would be to just scan over the particular area of the body so they can have that valuable information quickly.
I understand this costs $200 for the implantation and then $40 for an annual fee to update information.
Well, it's $200 for the chip itself, and then it's $9.95 to have your information stored in the FDA compliant database that we have.
Jeff, well, first of all, Dr. Wolken, are you finished?
Yeah, we're ready. I've made a little incision in the skin, and I'm getting ready to insert the cannula.
Uh-huh.
And the cannula is in, and the chip is now extruded, and we're finished.
Okay, well, that was
And
quick.
that's-
Jeff, I don't mean to ignore you. How are you doing down there?
Well, you know, I have a doctor who's got the best hands that I know, so of course that's good, and my wonderful family and everyone around, and I thank God so much that I've been given the gift to have something special like this to save my life in case of an emergency.
Interesting technology. Derek, real quickly, are you worried about the whole Big Brother thing, invasion of privacy?
Well, the chip is a freedom of choice thing, and if you want to have it, it's up to you. If you feel that you have a need for it, that's great, and you should get the chip in if you want. And also, you get to choose the information that's on it. So, in our case, we want this information known to the people that need to know it in case of an emergency. So, no, I'm not worried.
All right. Well, Derek Leslie and Jeff Jacobs, Dr. David Wolkin and Keith Bolton, thank you all so much for joining us this morning, and good luck with your new chips.
Thank you.
Thank you.